Welcome back to the Beaver House. I am Akiti, your glorious Notifications host, and we are back playing this piece of shit again.
Yeah, we actually technically already did this, but the audio got borked, so you guys get to watch me do this again.
Well, I mean, they didn't get to see you do it the first time, but yeah.
You don't get to watch me do it the first time, but you do get to watch this.
All I remember about that recording was Aiden was there, and it was months ago.
I don't think it'll show up on the recording, but Discord's weird, and I like how at the corner of the screen for the first couple of seconds it said ziffing.
What?
Ziffing.
Yeah. So like how furries call sex yiffing. I guess.
Why?
I
Why
guess
is it called that, by the way?
I'll look that up. I'll look that up after I say. So if furries can call sex yiffing, how about we call bonkle sex ziffing?
No.
Oh my.
It's too bad.
Sex is
I mean, we've already got a simple answer to that one. We just call it bonking.
Oh.
Y'all ever bonk?
Post comment on this web zone if you'd rather it be bonking or ziffing.
Yeah, I'm going
Hey baby, I'm gonna bonk your brains out.
I find out save state. Okay, it's Shift F1.
All right, so
Yeah.
I'm googling why is yiffing.
Why is yiffing? I agree.
You know that is not.
No, Joe. No, don't do it.
All right, the furry
No!
fandom has a Wikipedia page.
Oh, I thought you weren't supposed to do that.
There are 2 furries wearing fursuits on the Wikipedia page for furries.
Good.
Makes sense.
That makes sense. All right, let's see. Yiffing. All right, sexual aspects. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Why? What?
What?
For the film festival, also known as YIF, see Yerevan International Film Festival.
What an unfortunate acronym.
It is an annual film festival held in Yerevan, Armenia. I may be pronouncing it wrong. I've never seen the name of that Yerevan. Maybe of it.
I wonder how often they get the wrong crowd in that one.
Hopefully not a lot because it's in Armenia.
Well, see,
There can be Armenian furries. There are North Korean furries. We discussed that last stream.
I want it so much for that film festival to just be so heavily populated by furries every year that it just becomes a furry film convention.
Wait, are you telling me there are North Korean furries?
Yes.
You'll have to explain it again, I guess, Josie, because it doesn't really matter. No, I'm sure only the most dedicated viewers are going to watch the entirety of our VODs, so...
Yeah, we have some of those. But yes, Joe, in the 1970s, they kidnapped a Japanese anime director and had him make them a show called Squirrel and Hedgehog about warring factions of various animals that are the more cartoony form of furry, but there was a season 2 in the early 2000s that had a very sexy American fox woman.
I have a couple questions about this whole thing.
So they don't have a functional internet until possibly recently, if at all. But they do have furries that they've had at least since 2000.
Can we just stop for a second and appreciate how Joe's sigh sounded like a very muted scream for a second?
Yeah. But
yeah, that's an accurate...
It's like he's sighing externally, but he's screaming bloody murder internally.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was looking forward to almost being done. 3/4 done.
We've been playing this game for fucking, like, what, 2 years now?
We are never done with furries.
You know, the only thing I can say is I'm glad this game doesn't have some kind of 100% completion nonsense, so I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, if you complete it 100%, you get to play as Takanuva.
No, if you complete this game 100%, you get the luxury of playing a better game after.
I get a luxury of playing a better game by turning this game off.
No, if you get 100%, you get to play dress up with sexy furries. The best end game reward.
So how
I'm
about
not
that?
really
So
a furry,
speaking of Sonic Forces and the OC creator, yesterday I
Did
found
you
out
do
that
my challenge, by the way?
what challenge?
You know the Google your name it plus the hedgehog?
Oh God.
You do that and then you try to make it in Sonic Forces. My
Yeah,
brother
I
actually did it.
I've been trying that, but Josie the
Be
Hedgehog. Josie the Hedgehog wears a medium blue dress, and there are only light blue dresses in Sonic Forces.
Rip. Anyways, I was saying, last night I found out that, I don't know if the Wii U version has it, but Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World has a full texture editor to make custom Yoshis, and it's really fucking cool.
Yeah, I really like the me one you made.
Yeah, I also made a Chi-Chi one and a Vakiti one. I'm probably gonna make more because this is addicting as hell.
Alright, so I don't know if it's strictly relevant, but apparently the word yif refers to the bark sound of a fox.
I mean, I figured it was something to do with that.
I don't know if that's strictly relevant though. I was under the impression that the noise made by a fox was referred to as a chitter. I must have been thinking about raccoons.
I mean, it's also, like tiny dogs.
I thought they made a yipping sound, but...
I dated a raccoon once.
Okay.
Let's see.
Did he eat lots of garbage?
Maybe. Let's see.
Maybe. How do you not know?
Yif first made an appearance on Furry Muck in the early 1990s.
On Furry what?
I assume it's a early version of Furfinity.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get on that.
But by the way, speaking of things that are going to get our channel flagged for not ad friendly,
you just accidentally get marked for that now. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, no, I was going to say, like, half the videos we upload are just automatically yellow flagged for being advertiser unfriendly, and then I swear to God, we have a guardian angel on the inside at YouTube, because every time, without fail, within a few days of the upload, it's reversed.
Well, Liam, we got a copyright deadlock on the stream where I literally played an unedited Avril Lavigne song.
Yeah, but to be fair, you played it relatively low volume, really tinny, and only for a few seconds. I think you can get away with about 20 seconds before it strikes you.
10 seconds. But the thing is, though, we weren't copyright flagged for that. We were copyrighted. We were dinged for your fair use remixes of other songs.
Well, I just gave you the reason why we weren't flagged for that.
But Liam,
okay. Apology to the viewers. I'm getting messages about stuff I got commissioned.
Well, turn it off. It's popping up on the screen.
I know. How do I turn it off?
Exit whatever program you're getting messages from.
Is Daryl gonna be editing this?
Yes.
Put up some blurred out furry porn.
Oh fuck's sake.
Put up some blurry furry porn. Blurry porn. Put up some mongooses.
But it's Discord that's doing it.
Well, enable streamer mode then.
Oh, what's that?
We're back. We just got a Matoran. Yay.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I completely didn't know about streamer mode. I always wondered what it did.
Yeah.
All right.
It's enabled automatically when you launch OBS or XSplit, but if it doesn't when you're just running Hog Capture or whatever, and it won't let you add custom programs to enable it by default.
That's dumb, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so I'm researching the origin of the word yif, and
Have we come up with a...
Yeah, it seems to have not come from... It seems to have just occurred.
I hate it when you can't find out. I tried to find the origin of the word cool, but I couldn't do it.
Alright, so originally someone created a fictional language like... Someone created a language like Klingon for foxes, and...
I'm sorry, what?
They referred to the bark noise of a fox as a yip. Which makes more sense.
No. Now you need to explain this Fox Klingon.
Foxes were the first prominent furries on the internet, so...
That makes sense.
So, they tried to create their own language that they just called Foxish. They refer to the barking noise of a fox as a yip.
Yeah.
And then, because language is weird, and certain letters can transition into other letters over time, eventually that just became yif for no reason. And now we call furry sex yif.
Okay.
Oh, okay then. The more you know. The more you know.
So that's also the reason why names like Richard also shorten as Dick, because just random certain random letters of the English language we decide to replace them with other letters for no real reason.
Hey Josie, I'll show you my Richard.
Oh my.
I like to imagine it's a Midori Day situation, but with your penis and its name and its
I'm sorry, what?
You just take your pants off down and it's a little businessman and his name is Richard.
Yeah. It reminds me of that image that's floating around of a guy that just has the button on his pants undone, and there's an actual chicken head popping out.
Ah.
Like he actually has a chicken in his pants.
I like the image where it's like, I can be your angle or your devil, and it's it's like either a thumbs up coming out of his pants or
Dice Funk Season 3 was all about vampires for a bit, and now it's all about angles and devils.
I see.
I could be your angle or your devil.
You were a devil.
Of course, the angle got put in a mirror, and the house came down.
Did he get sent to the Phantom Zone?
Sort of.
Oh man, they're gonna date this video, but at the time of recording this, Daryl and I just got done recording a bunch of drunk Castlevania 64. I don't know why the Phantom Zone reminded me of that, but that was a shit show. We spent like an hour on a single jump in the second level.
That sounds great. You know the other one's better, right?
I know. That's why we played the worst one.
You know?
Yep.
Like the one with the werewolf.
Because Sonic Forces has turned me into a masochist, apparently. I replayed and finished Paper Mario Sticker Star. What is wrong with me?
Yeah, that game's still shit. Alright. Take great care here.
I was gonna say something and I forgot.
You gotta take care in this entire game. What the fuck is that? This is case in point.
I know. What kind of? I was just gonna say, shouldn't I be taking care everywhere?
We should
like,
never.
Just in general, is there a general rule about video games? Shouldn't I?
You should take care here. You are not powerful enough yet.
Whoever told video game developers that isometric platforming was a good idea.
To be fair, other games have done it and done it better. The main problem with this game is all the samey textures and everything blends into each other. The level design does not complement the graphics, and the controls are on a permanent 45-degree angle.
All right,
so
Liam.
Up sends you like diagonally.
All right, Liam.
Sure fucking does.
All right, Liam.
Yes, Josie.
In the words of Jim Sterling, give video games an inch, they'll take a mile.
How exactly does that apply to this?
The first game to use isometric platforming well was responsible for everyone else deciding it was a good idea for them to do it.
Okay, but see, at the time before 3D systems were possible, it was a good idea. And it worked, for the most part. This is the one example of a game that I can think of at all that did it this badly.
Where's the secret in this level? Does anyone remember?
I don't fucking know.
Hey guys, an unexpected side effect of EA potentially getting loot boxes banned forever now.
Yeah.
Is every other game company in the industry is going to be mad at them.
Well, it's kind of sad because Blizzard did it first and they didn't abuse the shit out of it. They basically only used it on cosmetics, and then we have this.
Yeah.
Give them an inch, they take a mile.
Yep, so Activision Blizzard's going to be mad at EA, and
especially considering Activision's patent on how to trick people into wanting to buy shit.
Yeah, that's going to be worthless now.
So it also did, you know, the loot box didn't work on me. I've never spent a dime on a loot box in Heroes of the Storm or Overwatch.
I'm going to go one step further and say I've never played a game at all that has microtransactions or loot boxes. Just my scope of video games does not extend to those kind of games that have that.
I've spent several.
I played Heroes of the Storm before it did have loot boxes, so.
I've
like most of the games that have loot boxes are big AAA shooters or things like Overwatch, etc. Very few games, and I don't think there's any games in my scope of play that actually have that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I think the closest one would be Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and that just has, you know, DLC, I think.
Well, DLC is alright when it's not done like an asshole. Like,
yeah.
Don't do it like Capcom is a... Don't
I
put
guess,
the
okay,
DLC
I guess Sonic Dash technically has microtransactions, but I've never bought any of them.
Yeah, see, the issue, it's okay when there's microtransactions, but you can still get everything in game.
Yeah.
So you don't need to ever use them.
I think it would be best if we just put all of our game content in our games.
Now, see,
Well,
Joe, here's the problem with that, and I'm not sure. I haven't read into a lot of detail about it to see if they actually did this, but let's take Star Wars Battlefront for example.
Okay, well,
Battlefront
Star
2.
Wars Battlefront was being an asshole about it.
Battlefront 2, I know, but like, the content can be unlocked in game. It takes 40 hours to do it, but do you mind, Josie?
Yeah, there's obviously a limit to the amount of bullshit.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, everyone's commending them, that they took out the microtransactions temporarily. But did they fix the time it took to actually unlock them?
No,
so now
they're making it
arguably
worse.
they've gone and made, if they didn't, they've arguably gone and made the game worse, because now you have to grind for 40 hours to get Darth fucking Vader.
There's no argument. They've literally made everything worse. Objectively.
Yeah, they did. It still takes. It requires less stuff, but it still takes a amount of time.
So they just took out the microtransactions and the loot boxes and made the only way to get the shit the hard and stupid way.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what they did. They made everything require less stuff, but they also made you get less stuff from playing the game.
Yeah.
Basically, they did nothing.
Yeah, they just balanced it. They rebalanced their balance to make it the same balance that it was before.
So anyway, yeah. So EA is going to finally have gotten loot boxes banned, and every video game company in the industry is going to be pissed at EA, and I love that because they should have been pissed at EA for years now.
Yeah.
EA is like the worst company in the industry. Like, they've been competing with Time Warner Cable as worst company in America for years.
And that's saying a lot considering companies like Monsanto still exist.
Like, no, they actually there's actually an award for worst company in America.
Yeah.
EA and Time Warner Cable seem to be the only companies that have ever actually won it.
Yeah, EA does win it. I saw that. I remember when they won.
Yeah, so like, EA is legitimately the worst company in the game industry.
That's not even counting that's just counting the games that the shit they pull when making games. That's not even counting the bullshit where it's basically where developers go to die. They buy a developer and then they make them do all this bullshit and then kill them off.
No, they don't even have to buy them. Visceral was an in-house studio that they still closed down. The Dead Space guys.
Yeah,
Visceral, Criterion.
I actually forgot that Criterion was bought by EA, so that certainly explains why there hasn't been another Burnout since Paradise.
Yep. Whoever makes Ultima, they killed that too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not to mention, they killed LucasArts.
Yeah. Honestly, I hate EA. The only games I ever bought that were made by them were games by other studios, like Criterion and BioWare.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I got Burnout Paradise, and that was just after they were bought by EA, I think.
Yeah,
I bet they're gonna close BioWare if the next game doesn't make as much money as Mass Effect did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hate it. It actually makes me really mad.
Yeah, I mean, there are the other companies do just as bad things, I'd say. Like, up until Insane Trilogy came out, Activision was just squatting on the Crash IP for like a decade.
Oh, Activision's topped that leaps and bounds by now. They've done so much worse. It's just they've been particularly mishandling Crash Bandicoot as a franchise, but they've been doing so much worse.
Yeah, I'm hoping though that they do take the success of Crash to heart, make a new game, and then make a Spyro HD trilogy.
It's really weird how Activision is such a terrible company, but Blizzard isn't. They're the same company.
Blizzard was bought. It's the same case as like EA and shit. Blizzard was bought by Activision, and the same goes for Vicarious Visions, who made the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy.
Okay, but the name of the corporate entity is Activision Blizzard, so it's more like a Jekyll and Hyde situation.
I guess.
Josie is right. Blizzard is not a shitty company, I know, because I bought Overwatch, I play Hot, and I play Diablo.
That reminds me, StarCraft 2 is free now.
I like those things.
StarCraft 2 is now free to play, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet. But
Me neither. I still need to download it. It's fucking 30 gigabytes.
I didn't tell you, but MVCI is 55.
MVCI?
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
The shitty one or the good one?
The shitty one.
Oh.
The game is bad?
No, the game is fine.
The game is fine, it's just,
how can I put it? The gameplay is fine, everything else is bad.
Also, I've been watching video reviews of it, and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was deliberately made as cheaply as possible.
Yep, it legit was. To put it in perspective,
I mean, you totally couldn't have guessed that from the Infinity Eggs.
Yeah,
okay,
to put it in perspective, okay? Just to put this in perspective, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's budget is the same as half of the budget used for Street Fighter V DLC.
For the DLC?
Yes. The 6 characters in the stages. That's how much.
Well, that's what Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite should be. It should have just been DLC for Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because it's basically the same game. There's only like a couple new characters.
6 new characters that weren't in MVC3, and almost all the old ones recycle animations 100%.
All right, so to put it into perspective, Johnny Blaze hasn't been the primary Ghost Rider in Marvel Comics in years. He's in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite because he was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and they didn't want to make a new character model.
Yeah, if they were to make one for what's his fate, Robert Reyes, they would have had to make an entirely new thing.
Yeah, Robbie Reyes.
Yeah, because he has a car and he looks completely different. Honestly, though, I'm not too sad that Johnny Blaze is in because I like how in MVC3 they didn't go for like they were doing at the time. They went for what was more iconic, and in my opinion,
Johnny Blaze is definitely more iconic.
Yeah, that's the better idea. But then MVCI just decided, fuck that, with every character that's not named Nova, and just putting characters that they had the rights to for movies.
Yeah, they still haven't done Wolverine, I guess.
No, the current rumor is he's going to be the first DLC character in Season 2.
Yeah. I mean, meanwhile, on the DC side, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are in fucking Injustice 2 now.
Yeah, that's pretty insane, honestly. Like, I don't even know. I can't even imagine how they're going to play right now. But it's pretty hype. My only issue with Injustice 2 is that it's a NetherRealm game, and I don't like it.
What's wrong with NetherRealm?
It's the gameplay. I just don't like it. It's like a specific thing. I'm just not a big fan. It's not that it's bad or anything. It's not that like.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the massive shit show that is the Justice League movie now?
Oh,
I've heard so many mixed things about it, and the movie itself is a mixed bag. It's like sometimes it's super dark and serious, and then it does like a 180 into Marvel territory of lighthearted.
That's what happens when you get Joss Whedon and fucking Zack Snyder to work on the same movie at different times.
I heard the weirdest thing on fucking Vinny's stream last night. There's this screenshot floating around. If you can find it, Daryl, put it on screen. No,
Daryl, put up furry porn.
It's a screenshot of what's his name? The guy who plays Superman.
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. And there's this photo floating around. It's a screenshot of the movie, and it looks so weird. And the reason why is
they had to CGI his face because
halfway through the movie he had to come back for reshoots, but he already had a mustache grown for another movie he was in. So rather than, shave the mustache and put on a $5 fake one for the movie he needed it for, instead they chose to keep the mustache and CG it off for the reshoots. Every scene that was refilmed just has this weird, I've heard in motion, it just looks so bizarre.
I have 2 tweets to talk about, and if you let me finish, it won't be very long. One was basically a prank call from Paramount to Warner Brothers. It was a joke where Warner Brothers was asking, can we so he can't shave the mustache, and Paramount's all like, no, it's important for our movie. He can't.
Yeah. What they should have done is they should have had Superman come back with a beard.
Yeah,
that could have worked.
That could have worked, especially because he's wearing the black suit. So this is a more morally ambiguous Superman, also known as the Superman they already made.
Yeah, really.
I hear this version of Superman. I heard in this movie he actually acts like fucking Superman.
I'm actually. Wait, Joe, did you just make it to the Roxy already?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Okay, let me get to my other tweet.
It's easy when I do the solutions to all the puzzles.
We're only a half an hour in. This is our shortest episode ever.
Okay, let me finish. Okay,
go.
Todd in the Shadows, the music guy on Channel Awesome. He saw the movie and he was so pissed, and he called and he compared Superman's mouth effects to Clutch Cargo, the show where they superimposed human lips on cartoon characters.
Oh god, not that shit. Also, that reminds me of something. I learned something about Channel Awesome recently.
What's that?
Apparently Linkara has a waifu now.
Yeah, Linkara recently got married to his girlfriend Vega.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, so he has a literal waifu.
Yeah, yes. I unfortunately didn't get around to congratulating him, but on the off chance that he decides to watch this one random episode of a Let's Play of a game that he doesn't care about, congratulations, Linkara, and your great wife. And
I figured they were in a relationship, but since I don't keep up with his personal life because that's kind of weird, I didn't know.
I watch his vlogs, which is weird because I haven't watched his actual reviews in months.
You've defeated 3 of the Roxy now. Be strong.
I love these artworks because they're like
it's just like it's badly cropped and pasted on.
But anyway, next episode will be Gally, and look at that thigh gap.
She's thick.
Speaking of badly cropped and whatever else you said, Daryl, you know what to do.
Fuck off. With significant shrinkage.